Welcome back to PickettBuilt. What are you doing out here? Let's get back to work on this go-kart. Get in here. Oh, got a box of goodies here. What's in the box? Ah, shiny new wheels and everything I believe we're gonna need to finish out this go-kart. Also have a new seat cushion here. I will show you guys the details on that. Let's get everything out of this box and lay it all out and show you guys what we got. We got everything laid out. Yep. All the tires we're gonna need, we're gonna go ahead and go with these original tires. We already had one, so had these extras as well. That's the same size that was on there. I think that's gonna work just fine with the clutch and all that we got. We've got tubes for them. All new wheels, new bearings. Live axle rear wheels. Throttle cables coming over his head. We've got the axle bearings we need, a clutch, that's a 10-tooth clutch, 420 chain, brand new brake hub with the, not exactly sure what that's called, the brake band, I believe that's called, with the little pad that comes with it. And we have a 52-tooth sprocket, a little smaller than the 60 tooth. Should give us a little better ground clearance, so that's not an issue. We've got a 38-inch brand new axle that is 2 inches larger than the original. Gives us a little wider stance, and if we ever want to go to a wider, bigger tire configuration, this will allow that. All the hardware we're going to need to put all this back together. I've got a new seat cushion here. This seat cushion is for, I guess, a Manco go-kart. 36 inches wide. I am at like 25.5 inches wide. I thought that was going to work, but my measurements were about a ½ inch off. So we're going to have to figure out something to make that fit. This is way too nice a seat cushion. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was like 80-something bucks. That's gonna save me a lot of time and effort. I think we can fabricate something to make that fit. Alright, let's get to work. This is what we've been waiting for. Okay, you guys can see we've got the pedals attached. They're not tightened or anything, but I've got them secured enough that you can kind of see how that's going to work. Alright, now we are going to attach the steering rods. And I've got these set. I've been looking at old pictures just to make sure I've got all this right. And basically, see if you guys can see that. Let me turn this camera a little bit. That's going to go right there. And this will go right here, just like that. Okay, so we are at a stage where we're gonna put the wheels on, but all these wheels have a key. We've got a long stick of it, so we've got to cut some of these off so we can slot those in. And of course this axle's got a slot right there. That way these wheels lock onto that axle. Alright, got 3 of those. Let's get started. Okay, let's catch you guys up to speed with what we've got going on here. Trying to make this seat fit, and what I've done here is I cut out these 2 little side pieces here. These were there, and cut those out, so now we can extend this seat right here onto this, and we are just going to put a couple spacers under there, maybe a couple pieces of wood. I'll have to figure that out, but this seat will come right here, and I feel like the kids can use this as a grab handle as well, and so that should work great. Also, with this being a little elevated here, I can run that throttle cable and brake cable directly under that back to the rear, and that's where we're at. Okay, we've got this clutch here. Let's look into putting that on there. So what we're doing here is taking a close look at where we need to break that link, and looks like right there, I think we can make that link right there. We're going to break that loose, and I've got this tool here, just a little chain brake tool that I bought off Amazon. We're going to see if we can make this work. Let's catch you guys up to speed here. You can see this, we've got a little lap belt, seat belt set up. Came with 2 in the package. Of course we only need 1. We're gonna mount this just like this. These are the bolts. We're gonna hook this right behind the seat here, and so it'll loop around this right there. That should work pretty well. Also, right here, let me show you guys, we'll get a little closer look. Is that the right measurement? So right here on these throttle cables, you can see where it's just the cable itself kind of twisted there. I had some original little holders here, see if that'll zoom in or focus, and they're just too small, too cheapy. They're not going to hold that in place, and so I ordered some better ones. That's what we've been waiting on in this little package here. These are way heavier duty. We're going to get those installed, and that should work. If you're looking here a little closer, we're going to mount this seat belt bracket, I think right here on the back side, and then that'll loop through right there. That should work great. Also, back here, I've just got this throttle cable hooked up. I've got an additional spring, so it'll help bring it back to idle. I may drill a hole right here in this, or see if I can find a better location to put that spring, but since it's just looped around right there, I want it to be a little better or more secure. So we're gonna figure out that step. Also, coming around here to this side, you guys can see how this brake is set up. It's not lined up properly. And so what we might do, I might see if I can relocate that and get that to where it fits better, to where this brake fits perfect. And so we may have to do a little fabricating or tack weld onto that. Anyway, we'll have to think about that one for a little bit. But we're at the final stages here. Let's get to work. Alright, hop in. Hop in.
Am I on this side?
Yeah.
We're going again. Helmet check.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
If I drive it, I was like, zoom, zoom.
What do you think?
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's fast.
Yeah. When my head went leaning everywhere, went leaning back because it was fast. That's why my head is leaning back.
So we are going to have to make a few adjustments here on the brake. But other than that, it's running awesome.
Yeah. It moves awesome. The reason that I'm going to have to clean it off.
Got to take care of it. All right, took this thing for a rip. This thing is fast, and that's with the governor and all that on it. Now sure, as my son progresses with this thing, we can soup it up. I know there's all kinds of stage 1, stage 2, all the way to like stage 5 on this engine. And as he progresses, we'll see how it goes with this thing. But this has been a really fun project for me and my son. I'm glad that I bought this from the neighbor. Ended up buying this for like 50 bucks off the neighbor. Obviously we have way more money into that now. In fact, so much money into it, we probably could have just bought one straight up. But with that being said, I wouldn't have got to have worked on this project with my son. And so with that in mind, I think it's priceless. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.
What? It's already done. We're getting it up. Oh.
Thanks, Mom.
Get that?
It's gonna give me a high five.
Nearly broke it.
It didn't break. This long.
Tell me the number.
Over to right here.
So what number is that?
I don't know.
Top number. 22. All right, careful.